Well, salutations, kindred spirits. Look at this. We're on the 25th floor. I am live from Harrah's Hotel in the French Quarter, New Orleans, fulfilling my Trick-a-Day May live every day in May. I'm live on the platform doing magic in some way, shape, or form, and today it's from the 25th floor. I'm wondering if you'd rather watch the Mississippi than me. The lighting here is not ideal, and as I say hello, I should also say one of my plans today was to go street perform in the French Quarter and do this live, but quite frankly, it's a little hot these days as we're entering the mid-80s, and it might rain in about a half hour. I will be in the French Quarter. There is a slim chance this live gets turned back on once I'm in that neighborhood. But for now, I figured from the safety of the sanctum of the hotel room, we'd jump on here and get a little magic done before we head out into the wild. So here's your Trick of the Day May live, day number 8. This is an impromptu session. And since it's an impromptu session, I figured we could do a little impromptu card magic. So if you were to stop me in the wild and ask me to do a card trick, it's very likely that you would see something like this. And what I normally do is pluck through the deck and ask you to peek at one. I ask a couple of people to do that, but here we're just going to get a couple of cards randomly from the center. I'll avert my gaze as I just up jog, and you guys remember one of those. So yeah, just remember one of these and forget the other one. So it's remember and forget, which is a Hofzinser plot, but I digress. Yeah, I just opted for the double undercut there. Why? All right, here we go. To the denouement, finding the selections. It's actually mechanical. You just wind up the deck. You wind it up. Takes just a second to find the 6 of diamonds, which should appease about 50% of you. Fortunately, I kept track of both of the cards. The second one would lie about 24 from the top, and if you're doing the math, and I am, that's 27 from the bottom. That's the that's the 6 of diamonds. That must mean oh, yeah, that would be the other card. That's the King of Clubs. And boy, let me tell you how odd it feels doing this trick for myself for the Black Mirror versus doing it for a couple of people in the wild. Hey, Chad, I see you out there. How you doing? Thanks for tuning in for this brief experience. Andy, Lance, Matthew, what's happening? I'm going to do one more impromptu card trick. This is one of my favorite impromptu things. It's a Jay Sankey trick. Maybe I'll do the thing and then we'll talk about it. And again, it's from a shuffle deck in use, and you just have someone touch any card. So we'll use this one. I gotta leave it sit. Gotta leave it sit here for just a second to make the trick work. Okay, that's long enough. You will need to know what the trick is, what the card is. Without that, there's no plot. So put that in your gray matter. Here, let's not do the double undercut. We'll go for a pass on this one. There we go. A little turnover shift to control that thing to the top. It's more gooder. I'll pretend to shuffle it inside. Maybe I'll take it one step further. We'll do this. I'll give it the upside down all around poker mix. Looks something like this. Yeah, it's a little known and underused strategy, devise, define, selected cards. You put some in there this way, some go that way. So some of the cards are like face to face, and then some of the cards will be like back to back. And as long as you didn't pick the 8 of clubs, and no, we didn't, then we can continue with the effect. And the effect is a time saver, actually. Yeah, it's a time saver. Well, it'll save us about 48 seconds as I rewind time, taking us back to where we started. Yeah, remember back when we started, all of the cards were facing the same direction. Oh, and there was one card that you were about to look at. Was it the 10 of clubs? Yeah, Les Selections, the 10 of clubs. It's not only a good trick, it's a good time saver. And that, for Trick-a-Day May Live, day 8, is Jay Sankey's Back in Time. The first trick I did, which is normally done with 2 peak selection. So I have someone peek a card, and then under a joke, I do a side steal. I do a second peek. So what do we have? The 3 of diamonds, the 2 of hearts. Another side steal. This is for live performance. I control them to the top. This move, where I wind up the deck and 1 pops out, this is my double play production. Double play is something I've taught elsewhere on this platform. It sets up a double, so when I put the supposed 3 in my pocket, it's been switched already. So now I'm controlling that 3 to the bottom, and I'm a little more warmed up. We can hot shot cut it out of the middle. That affects the transposition, and this is a sequence that's described in my book, Tricks of My Trade, also on my DVD set, Built to Last. And somewhere on the YouTube channel, you can learn double play as well. Yeah, let me get out of the screen here. Maybe we'll see if any boats are coming down the river before I send you guys into the wild blue yonder. I'm about to trek over to the, not much happening on the river right now. And hopefully those storm clouds don't hit me. I'm about to enter the French Quarter and go visit Warpo. I have no idea if this camera shot's even good. And maybe we'll have some magic content for you guys later. But mainly I'm just going to go hang out with a friend. I will be back home tomorrow. So I'll be back in the studio. And we can look for a normal live at 4 p.m. Let's schedule that now. And tune in to see what's happening. It's all good, man. There's no sorries for lates. This has been an impromptu jam. It's ending now. I will see you guys back home tomorrow, and I'm going to go visit a friend now. Thanks for hanging out for a few minutes, and let's see how I turn this thing off. You know, I like never do a YouTube live, so I don't even know how to turn it off. How about this? Instead of turning it off, you guys just hang out with me for the rest of the day. How about that instead? It's been fun, guys. See you tomorrow.